Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4. We are back with race 14, Battleground Garden MP by Azure. Now saw during the break, Boer was given a breakdown of the team standings for those interested, which is always shared in Discord as well, for those tracking how the teams are doing as a whole. And Ultraviolets are currently leading the team standings. Eternal Darkness in second, and the Bulls of Steel in third. So there you go, for those who were intrigued. There's your top 3 in the team standings. If you want to see all the rest, I'm sure it's going to be in the Discord again. So head over and check it out. So going into this race, Demon is leading with 279 points, Pesky Bird in second with 270, We're in third with 264, Fluids in fourth with 253, Moo in fifth with 243, Shady in sixth with 240, Alfonso in seventh with 232, Superboss in eighth with 226, Iceman in ninth with 203, Azure in 10th with 202, and then we have Sage, Stormy, Cheese, Luna, Jimmy, Eggbot, and Wheat. Now we're currently on an absolute roll going into this one. We'll see if it continues. We'll see if this domination by Boer continues, or if we see the return of the classic Boer moments. So let's head over to the track. So here we are, Battleground Garden. A new track to the series. You may recognise this area from the intro. Very interesting obstacle to get through. It's bound to stop sometime. Yeah, but I'm also seeing clips being shared as well. Loving that, loving seeing clips. It's great to see some of the funny moments or people's favourite moments that they're clipping. Again, you can share them here, you can share them into the Discord in the highlights section. But yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. Not allowed to complain for getting last now. That's true. Iceman, that looks cute and badass simultaneously. Yes, it's like a soft yet aggressive area. Yeah, interesting. So you may notice our starting point is different. Yes, this is going to be a different starting line, and there's a reason for that. So this is how this one is made. It doesn't have the normal grid we're used to seeing that's laid out. Personally, I do prefer the grids, and usually I would swap them out if they are made like this in the workshop. However, there's a bit of a buggy issue with the workshop at the moment, and I think it's to do with people that collaborate on tracks, from what I'm gathering, from what I've read, and that's happened with a lot of these MP tracks, and so I can't actually save them. If I save them, they break completely, so I have to pull them straight from the workshop, which means I haven't really had a chance to change it over, because this is obviously the second race this stream, and they've done some double layering here, so we're going to have it as is. There are a couple of other races that have this same starting setup where they drop from above. You may remember Magcore, I think we had in the last season, but we did showcase it as well. That has sort of a drop down start. There's a few like that. I don't know what people's opinion on those is, because it differs from the normal grids. The grid obviously does have people in certain orders, which you could argue gives you a bit of an advantage if you're up at the front, whereas this, you're a bit more grouped up. Might not make that much of a difference, but it could have a subtle difference, so I don't know. Be interested to see what people's opinions are, and whether we just have only those that have grid starts. But that is one of the things I do recommend in my thing of if you want to submit a track, is I prefer the grid starts. But all of that said at the start, out of the way, just explaining the situation here. The game having more bugs in the workshop than the game itself. It does feel like it, yeah. It does feel like it. So we're going to spawn everyone in. So as you can see, yeah, everyone's grouped up. They are in the order, but everyone's kind of squished together. Not quite as big of a gap between each position. A cuddly start, yes. A nice cozy start for everyone. So we're going to see a lot of contact anyway going into this first S-bend. But first, 15 laps around here. Let's do the predictions. Starter prediction. You know what, let's up it to 2 minutes. Like I said last time, let's go 2 minutes. Give people a bit more time to put a prediction down and for us to see a bit of the track before maybe you want to make your mind up. So, starter prediction. There we go. And let's have a look round. Looks like Eggbot will lead into turn 1. We'll see if you're right. It is a good line. It is a very good line going through here. We'll see what happens with the contact. So you can see a sharp turn at the start, big drop down, a nice sweeping bend into quite a sharp S-bend, and then through this interesting area. So you can see we've got some spinners hidden on the ground here. Lots of bombs, and some bumpers. Some boost pads to make your way out. And there's a nice little barricade here so the bombs can't escape, but the racers can continue. Seems like I came back just for the next race and it's looking cool. You made it just in time. So then you go into this rocky half pipe. Some more slight S-bends, then a nice little hilly area into a very green pipe. And then across the line, then goes up to the top. So the DNF prediction is still active. So we've seen the whole track, fairly short track, hence the 15 laps. So I'll wait for the DNF predictions to near enough finish before we get this going. Not too long left. Have a quick hydration as well. I was starting to get a bit of vocal strain earlier today. My throat. I was a little bit worried. I was like, I've got a stream coming up. Got to rest my voice a little bit. Can't have it go before the stream starts. Be a disaster. But we're all good. I think I'll survive. And there we go. The timer is done, and we can get the race started. And they're off. I see the hydrated redeemed as well. Thank you for that. And Alfonso is actually going to be leading coming out of that section. Sage with a rough turn there. And going into the bomb section, let's see what happens. Alfonso will be leading going in. Stormy just behind. We've got Weep and Eggbot side by side. Alfonso has been surrounded by bombs. The explosions going off. The explosions don't seem to do much to them. I don't know if that's down to a setting that changes how powerful the explosion can be, but doesn't really seem to phase them. They're more just an annoyance that gets in the way. In terms of sending them flying, everyone seems pretty chill about it. And going on to lap 2, Alfonso will be leading. Stormy in second, Eggbot third, Demon fourth, Weep fifth, Worst sixth, and so on. As you can see, everyone's still fairly grouped together through the first lap. You can change basically everything about the bombs. There you go. I haven't really messed with the bombs myself in the track builder, including if it affects them. So maybe it doesn't affect them. Maybe that's what's changed about it. Whether that's intentional, I don't know. I don't actually know. There's part of me that thinks maybe it could be kind of funny if the explosions affected them. Don't know what you think. Maybe do we turn it on for the next season if this is voted as one that returns? Just to see if it adds any interesting moments. The Stormy is currently leading. Sounds fun to turn it on. I agree. Eggbot in second, Demon in third, all very close together. Iceman, Sage, Weep, Luna, Alfonso also grouped together. Superboss, Moo just behind Azure. Peskybird battling out there. Peskybird actually passing Azure. Alfonso currently the fastest lap, and Fludes currently at the back. If you want a marble race where they get affected by bombs, I suggest Marble GP, British IO territory, Indian Ocean territory. Keep that in mind. Through the spinners, Eggbot and Demon pushed out to the side. Eggbot's been jammed by the bombs. See, they're definitely an annoyance. They're definitely there to cause some disruption. Explosions could just add to that pure chaos. Yeah, go ahead, put the link in the track suggestions. I'll check it out, and other people will be able to as well if they want to. You've got Marblewood open now. Here's the list. Okay, so yeah, there are quite a few settings you can do with them. A destroy where they destroy marbles or not. Yeah, I don't think we would have that turned on. Looking at the amount of bombs here, I think that would basically wipe everyone out on lap 1, maybe 2. Yeah, that's interesting to know. Thank you for that, Wheatman. Quite informative. Yeah, destroys marbles could be a little bit over the top. Well, maybe I could make that addition to Total Extermination. Ooh. Next season, Total Extermination with bombs. Getting ideas now. Always happy to help. So, Sage leading, a little bit sidetracked there. It would be the shortest race going. Sage leading. And look, everyone grouped up here. Demon, Eggbot, Stormy, Weep, Peskybird. Peskybird trying to find a way past. It's going to get blocked by Stormy and Eggbot, but does pass Weep. Get my words out. And Shady and Fludes currently trailing behind. Fludes struggling a bit on this track. We're rooting for Weep in the chat. Yeah, Sage is trying to break away here up at the front on lap 5. But everyone else is so grouped together. This is what we like to see, some proper competitive racing. Everyone fighting for positions, and Weep getting absolutely crushed into the wall there by everyone. Going to drop quite a few positions. But is going to start fighting back through the bomb section. And we're in second, Stormy and Peskybird just behind. Over the little hills, Eggbot with a lot of speed, looking to pass Peskybird, but it's not quite enough going into the pipe. But does make it work on the bend. Peskybird fighting back though, will take their position straight back. Going on to lap 6, Peskybird will be in front of Eggbot. And is this going to be another strong performance by Boer? Another top 3 finish. Alfonso currently with the fastest lap. In 8th. Stormy with a big hit there, but manages to block Peskybird, who had a bit more speed. Weep has managed to fight back up after that big bit of contact with everyone. It's not going down without a fight here. Iceman getting in front of Demon. Moo getting shot to the side there by the spinner. Demon as well. Iceman getting pinched by a bomb. That's quite a big slowdown. Azure's managed to get stuck, and Luna's going to come and set them free. It is chaos through that section. And heading up to the front, we have Cheese now leading, a new race leader. Sage just behind, so the 2 Dogeballs trying to put in some work on this one. Stormy in 3rd, Eggbot in 4th, Word dropping to 5th. Then we have Pesky Bird, Jimmy, and Alfonso just behind. There's chaos to this. Yeah, yeah. You know, you guys. Sometimes you just have to state the obvious. No, I don't think you do better when you're not watching. I think it's just it was just the time for the dodgeball. It's just one of them tracks. And now I'm hoping that because you're watching again, you don't suddenly start dropping positions. Otherwise, that looks bad. The streamer would say that. Yes, the streamer would. Although you could, I guess you could leave it running and not watch. So I'd technically still not be watching. It's a win-win. Currently, Eggbot chasing Cheese down, but Cheese with a tactical block there, going to the uphill. On lap 8, Stormy is leading. Cheese in second, Eggbot third, Were in fourth, Sage in fifth. Then a big group battling for points here. Superboss, Jimmy, Demon, Moo, Wheat, Pesky Bird, and Alfonso. Cheese chasing down Stormy through this section. Through the bomb section, through the chaos. I guess Twitch just didn't feel that the engagement was quite enough to warrant a ad skip. Or maybe it was because of the ad skip earlier, who knows? So the top 3 currently breaking away from the rest of the pack. Sage and Pesky Bird battling it out going into the pipe. Moo with a big lunge past Were. We're starting to slow down a bit, but as I say, that does get back past Moo, but is staying away from that top 3 now. Clearly doesn't want to raise any suspicions after the last few races. So everyone's still fairly close together. See Stormy and Cheese hitting the spinners. Eggbot getting through quite easily. Going into the bumpers, Stormy through very well. And Stormy is going to storm away into the lead. And yes, I'm going to reuse that joke over and over. Because it's just too easy. And you will be sick of it. But it is what it is. So Eggbot trying to chase Cheese down, but Cheese is not making it easy. And Sage still trying to hold off Pesky Bird. Then it's Superboss, Boy, and Alfonso as we go on to lap 10. Jimmy, Wheat, Demon, Moo. And then Luna, Azur, Fludes, Iceman, and Shady is trailing behind. Yeah, what is Iceman doing this season? Taking a break after the absolute domination in the last season. The 2 icebreakers having a season off. Preparing for the next one instead. Can't make it look too easy. But Stormy's still managing to hold this lead. Not letting Cheese gain. The same can be said with Cheese holding off Eggbot as well. Marble is actually leaking and this always gets stuck frozen on the track a little bit, which makes you slower. There you go. Came from Iceman themselves, so it's gotta be true. It's gotta be facts. That's why he didn't DNF the last race. He froze the lava. so you could go over it. There you go, tactics. Spitting straight facts. No printers, straight facts. And Cheese has made it past Stormy, but not for long. There's a bit of rough contact there by Stormy. Actually looked like Stormy pulled Cheese back slightly. Is not giving up that first place at all. Cheese is going to have to fight for it. Going on to lap 12. Peskybird and Eggbot battling out for that third position. Then we have Sage, followed by Moo. Superboss and Bwur slowly dropping back in the field at the moment. Then Wheat and Jimmy. Azur. Fludes. As Bwur says, doing quite well to have caught up from so far back. Currently fighting off Demon and Iceman, who are just behind. And then we have Luna, and it's not looking good for Shady. It's not looking good for Shady this race. But look at Stormy absolutely flying away through the half pipe already. Cheese only just entering it. So those two are absolutely flying away right now in first and second. Sage in a bit of trouble there. Is going to lose quite a bit of time. Moo in trouble as well. Big time loss. The bombs are blocking that side. Bwur's going to join them. The bombs have exploded, but it's still causing chaos. And quite a big time loss for both Moo and Bwur through that section. That is not why they want this late into the race. So we head up to the top. We see Stormy already making their way round back through to the bomb section. Cheese just going up to the hairpin. And Peskybird just coming over the top of the hill, followed by Eggbot. Then we have Superboss, Sage, Alfonso, Jimmy, Weep. Nice even gap between everyone. Moo, Azur. And then we have Bwur now in 12th. Iceman just behind. And then Demon, Fludes, and Luna. Pesky keeping the ultraviolet rain going. Carrying right now. Bwur did the work on the last three, and it's Peskybird's time to shine. Trying to take a top 3 finish. And on to lap 14. You can see Stormy up at the top. Almost a 9-second lead ahead of Cheese right now. There's Peskybird crossing the line as well, with Eggbot just behind. And the midfield is still fairly grouped together. Moo and Bwur just outside the top 10. There is a bit of a gap, so they really have to up the pace on these last couple of laps to try and get into top 10 scoring range. It's where the points start to bump up a little bit more, and Stormy with a rough line through there clips the wall. The Cheese was having trouble with the bumper, so I don't think it's going to be too costly. As you can see this lead right now. We'll see what the time split is as well between first and second coming across the line. As Stormy going on to the final lap of the race. It is a 4.5 second split. So Cheese has gained, but is it going to be enough? Wasn't having problems, I was just giving the people in the back a better chance for second. That's what it is. It's just kindness by Cheese. Cheese is in it for the people. Not the wins. Not the points. The people. So Stormy heading down to the hills on the final lap. Cheese currently going through the bumpers and has Peskibird and Eggbot quite close behind. But we are going to go and see Stormy cross the line. And there we go. Stormy takes the win. I think Alfonso's had that fastest lap since the start. I think that's pretty secured due to the way the start and finish are laid out. And Cheese coming around the pipes now. Look how close it is with Azur and Peskibird behind, coming in with a lot of speed. Weep and Eggbot's going to be close here. Cheese does take second. Azur's going to take third, just in front of Peskibird in fourth. Weep fifth, Eggbot sixth. All close together there. Superboss takes seventh. Got Sage and Jimmy battling it out as well. Alfonso takes eighth. Sage just takes ninth. Jimmy in 10th. Boer in 11th. Moo in 12th. And Iceman getting around Fludes will take 13th. Fludes 14th. Luna 15th. Demon 16th. Not as good a race this time for Demon. And then Shady with a bit of a rough race. Didn't do well on this track. Finishing in 17th. And there we have it. Fastest lap confirmed for Alfonso. And over to our race winner. Claps in the chat. Well done to Stormy. Congratulations on the win on the second race of the stream. The final race of the week. And as Cheese has a good race for the Doge Bulls. With Cheese taking a second, Sage taking a ninth. Not as good for Eternal Darkness. With Moo in 12th. Demon in 16th, bit of a rough one for them. The Icebreakers as well, 10th and 13th, bit of a struggle. The Green Slushies, kind of a mid with 3rd, 8th and 17th, quite the split for the team members. So it will be interesting to see how this may change the team standings as well. But I'm going to go and put these results over on the leaderboard and we'll be back with the season standings in just a minute. Alright, the results have been entered. So let's head over to the standings. So, following that, big points by Peskibird in 4th has put them up into 1st place once again. So Peskibird is back to leading. And I'll also note Alfonso, with that fastest lap, is currently, I guess technically our fastest racer. Is that a good argument to make? They're currently the one with the most fastest laps, with 3. I don't know if that necessarily makes them the fastest, but they're good at setting fastest laps so far. So just a side note on that. But Peskibird is leading once again with 296 points. Demon in 2nd with 284. Boer in 3rd with 274. Fludes in 4th with 260. Moo in 5th with 252. Alfonso in 6th with 249. Superboss in 7th. Tied with Shady with 244. Stormy in 9th with 237 and Azur in 10th with 232. Below that we have Cheese, Iceman, Sage, Luna, Eggbot, Jimmy and Weep. As the Iceman says, next stream is the half-time stream. We'll be halfway through. So points still fairly close together, but now you really have to start picking up some big points as we're going into the second half of the season. Gonna really have to pull out your quickest moves, your best lines, and best consistency. Alfonso is the qualifying marble. Yeah, good at setting really quick times. And currently in 6th, so not doing too bad with it. You'll see how this carries on forward. Of course, that's it for this week. Next week we'll be starting off again on Monday, same time as usual. And it's going to be the Honeycomb Highway and Office Madness in that stream. So we have those two to look forward to. see Boyer's also updating the team standings following that, and the Doge Bulls went up to 7th, so I didn't mention their position because I did just talk about the top 3, but I think they were 9th out of the 11 teams we have currently competing. We do have more teams, so for those who want to join, head over to the Discord. You can sign up, you can pick a team, join a team, either join one that's already got members or join a totally new one that we have with no members currently in it. We have the 11 teams. Doge Bulls were 9th, they've gone up to 7th, so it's a plus for the Doge Bulls there as a team. Oh dear, Office Madness. Yep. Your Talent's one that we've used before, and Honeycomb Highway is yet another new one. Quite a few new tracks being shown off in this season. Ultraviolet's extending their lead even more. We're very happy with that. But yes, that is it for this race and this stream. So some interesting races. We've made it past probably the biggest DNF race of the season, Total Extermination. That didn't go too badly. 5 finishes was pretty good. And of course the new Battleground Garden, which went pretty well as well. Oh wait, we haven't done the prediction. This is probably what I did last time. I haven't done the predictions outcome. And no one even reminded me, even the ones that got it right. So we do have winners on this prediction. And we do have losers on this prediction. So choose outcome. It was a 0 DNF race. And we have 2 winners. There you go, prediction results in. And our 2 winners will be rewarded with some lovely eggs. Iceman and Boyer got it right, so congratulations on your prediction. But that is everything now. Can't forget about them predictions. So yeah, that is going to be it now for this stream. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one.